minutes and recordings.
You need to rule on a point of order.
I'm not going to rule it's a Brown Act violation. I will not put myself in a Brown Act violation situation.
The board president must follow board bylaws and place the committee assignments on the April 23rd
You're asking the board to
agenda
commit
for board action.
a violation of the Brown Act, which would be a misdemeanor. I would
And Mr. Everhart,
highly...
to ask to have something placed on an agenda item is not a violation of the Brown Act.
And I hear your
I think that the request had been noted. What we'll do is that we will schedule an appointment to review your concerns, and then we will go over them, and we'll schedule a meeting with Mr. Rowland and yourself and myself, and we'll review your concerns. And then we will ask the president to be available for that meeting also.
And I will rise to a second point of order, and that is that Board Bylaw 9322 pertaining to placement of agenda items has been violated. My appropriately submitted agenda item on the postponement of contract extensions has been omitted on both the March 12th and March 26th agendas. Furthermore, my agenda item meets the requirements of Board Bylaw 9322 as it's within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. So I want an explanation as to why my agenda item has been omitted twice in violation of Board Bylaw 9322. I want an assurance that my item as submitted on contract extensions for the past 2 meetings will be placed on the April 23rd agenda.
This is again out of order, so you can meet with Mr. Rowland.
Point of order is not out of order.
I cannot discuss it because it's not an agendized item per the Brown Act. It's not agendized. We do not give our community.
If it's going to be discussed, please let us know so that we can remove ourselves if we do not wish to commit a misdemeanor.
That's my understanding as well, that this is not an agendized item. We had no understanding it was coming forward. We'd be happy to meet with you to discuss this item and make a determination with your input whether your concerns about the violation of the bylaws are meritorious. But at this point, I don't think it's appropriate for the board to be discussing this item since it wasn't agendized. It's the same thing we've discussed earlier.
A point of order is not an agendized item. That's the point. And it's perfectly legal and perfectly valid, and
I think that
needs to be addressed. So I've asked for 2 items to be placed on April 23rd.
I am moving on because, as our legal representative has said, this is not a legal matter for us to be discussing. We are now on 16.7, considered